Brides and grooms, listen up. We all know that the cake is the center of attention at the reception, and that includes what's on top. Our next guest is bringing some major personality to the wedding game. Sarah Philippos is the founder and designer of Cherished Cake Toppers, and she's here to share how her unique designs turn a typical wedding dessert into a timeless keepsake. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Paige.
I am so glad you're here. I am loving all of these cake toppers. These are fully customized. I want to hear a little bit about you and what inspired you to start Cherished Cake Toppers.
It all started at my own wedding. My dad spoke about stones of remembrance, the idea that we set markers in our lives to remember the moments God carried us through. That really stuck with me because I lived it. Growing up, I was in hospitals because of strokes and how God carried me through each step of the way. And I'm here today because He carried me. And He gave me a creative mind and hands that work. And Cherished Cake Toppers is how I get to use these gifts to bless others.
Your story is so meaningful, and it means so much that you shared that with us tonight. And that out of these turmoil and these difficult circumstances, you were able to put a stone in one of those moments and have something that people will really cherish. And it all began with this one.
Yes.
Tell me about the significance of this cake topper.
So this was my wedding cake topper, and I have an industrial design background, and I was like, I have to create something. I have a degree in this, and this is my passion of design. And so I was like, I want something that represented us and to be on that cake.
All right, so how you're able to create these is with a 3D printer. I'm going to hold this up so people can have an opportunity to see this, because this is kind of one of the early iterations of what this looks like when it's hot off the printer. How early should a couple start planning for their personalized cake topper?
I recommend at least a month in advance, although I do accommodate rush orders depending on availability.
That is wonderful. And it's not just the wedding cake. You can do all kinds of memories that you can make these stones and these moments, as you mentioned. Let's start over here, because you've got some really creative ones beginning on this side of the table. This was for a very special birthday party.
Yes, it was.
All right, and continue. Tell me more. I see somebody with a graduation gown.
We got graduations. We got engagements, we got baby showers, and many more events that reflect each individual person's story.
And I see how personalized they are. I see somebody who looks like is a florist. We also see some of the more traditional designs of cake toppers. And then you even have something along this line, celebrating an anniversary. Really, you're only limited to your own creativity. And I know that this cake topper right here, that has a special story as well.
Yeah, my brother got engaged last month, and I really wanted to capture the moments and their colors and everything so that they can remember it.
What are you hoping that couples, when they come to you and they request one of these cake toppers to be so unique to their special day, what do you hope that this cake topper will serve for them as they continue on their journey as a married couple? I
want them to feel seen and celebrated as they get represented, and they get their personal touch inside of each, as something to remember long after the cake is gone.
It's got to be so exciting for you to be able to talk to a couple, to kind of hear their own little journey, and then to determine the best way to represent them with these cake toppers. And also, given your experience and the hardships that you endured, to do something that is so cherishable has got to be really exciting. For people who are out there that may want to start their own business but might feel intimidated, what words of advice do you have for them?
I think go for it. Trust in God, and all things are possible.
All things are possible. You are a cherished gift. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. You can also get your own custom cake topper. We definitely want you to take advantage of this. You can go to cherishedcaketoppers.com. That's cherishedcaketoppers.com for more information.